5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm so happy!
Luke, what was one of your expectations of having a baby?
I thought that she would be talking to us and stuff, like quite young, like at 2 months, but now at 8 months, she's only talking to us, so it's like quite far in.
And what sort of things is she saying at the moment?
Like dad, 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 and ba 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 for brother, mom for mum, mama, mama.
Does she call you anything yet?
No, not really. I thought she would be saying that like quite early as well.
Is there anything else that you expected that she might do?
I thought when she was a lot younger that she would be crawling around, but now at 8 months she's only just crawling around now. And she uses chairs to stand herself up.
What is one important lesson that you think you've learned from having a baby in the house, Luke?
You can't leave her on the couch or something or she'll just roll off. If you leave her alone for too long, she can bump her head and get really upset. We need to look after her and supervise her as much as we can.
Luke, for 10 years, you were the youngest in our family. How does it feel to not be the youngest anymore?
It feels kind of good because I used to feel like because I was the youngest, the others kind of picked on me sometimes. And now I just get to experience having a baby sister. I can just have a baby in my arms and feel happy.
Do you think being the youngest will make you behave any differently towards the baby?
I'm not gonna like pick on her or anything. I've experienced what it's like to be the youngest. I'll understand what it's like for her.
Do you enjoy having a little sister?
Oh yeah, I love it. When she gets all happy, I get all happy and she lightens the mood of the house for everybody. I really like having a little baby sister in the house.
Levi, what were some of the expectations that you had about having a little baby sister?
First off, I thought that she'd be able to like interact with me at like a much younger age. She's 8 months now and she's only just doing that.
What sort of interactions?
Like smiling and going ba 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 ba.
What are some of the things that she's doing now that you thought she might do a lot younger?
Crawling, laughing, communicating.
Were there any other expectations that you had?
Not really.
What is something that you feel you've learned through having a baby sister?
You really need to have patience because when like I'm trying to get her to sleep, it really takes lots of patience to rock her in the rocking chair till she falls asleep on my shoulder. But it's always nice. Sometimes it makes me feel quite happy thinking Kalani's asleep again and she's just cuddling into me. Also, something else I've learned about having a baby sister is she feeds off our emotions. If we're like angry, she's like ah and starts making angry noises, and then if we smile at her, then she'll start smiling back and, you know, being happy.
So what would you say that the lesson is there?
So it's just be careful with your emotions and control yourself. Don't stress too much about it.
Okay. Was there anything different about having the baby than what you kind of thought it might be like?
Yeah, I thought she'd be like pooping all the time and it would make the house stink, but it's actually not really like that. Now, since we have her, she's like such a little angel until you like take away her toy.
What do you enjoy most about having a baby in the house?
Just all the little smiles that she gives you and getting her to sleep. Yeah, that's really enjoyable.
This video is about expectations versus reality of having a new little sister. What was one of your expectations?
First of all, I thought that she was gonna be able to interact with me and stuff, and I'll be able to like talk to her and she would react a certain way and stuff, but she's kind of just like sleeping for like 3 months, so yeah.
So the expectation was she's going to be able to do a lot more a lot earlier?
Yeah.
And the reality was?
Be like mobile and stuff, but the reality was she was just like sleeping.
Now she's 8 months old. How are you finding having an 8-month-old little sister?
It's cool. She's like really cute, but she's a little mischief.
In what ways?
If she wants something, she'll like scream until she has it.
How do you know like that she wants things?
It's kind of like you just know, because she either grizzles or like cries. She wants the things that we make important, so like if I'm spending lots of time on the iPad or the computer, she'll like want to go towards the iPad or computer. Or like if she sees us playing on the Xbox, she'll go towards the controller and stuff and try and get it from us. I learned that you have to be kind of like patient. Sometimes she'll be like crying and we might have to take time to just calm her down or get her to sleep.
So Micah, in our gender reveal video, one of the things you said was that you'd always wondered what it would be like to have a little sister. What do you want to say about that?
I think I would treasure the early stages a lot more, because when she was just born, she'll just lie in your arms and she'll just be real peaceful and stuff. But now she's kind of feisty and likes to move around and stuff, so if I held her like this, she'll probably start crying. So yeah.
Yeah, those days go really fast, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so precious, eh? You get to enjoy that time, just having her cuddle in and she'll just fall asleep on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love as well. This video is expectations of having a little sister versus the reality. What was one of your expectations?
I thought she'd be like more peaceful.
So what's the reality then?
She's feisty and she like gets annoyed with us if she wants something and we're not giving it to her and stuff like that.
When you say feisty, tell me what you mean by that.
She's demanding and she like knows what she wants and is determined to get it.
Okay, so Kalani is 8 months old now. Tell me a little bit about her and what she's getting up to and stuff.
She's like starting to crawl around and play with toys and stuff a lot more than she used to, and it's kind of like starting to say like mama and dada. If we come into a room that she's in, she might wave at us sometimes.
What can you tell me about anything that you feel like you've learned through having a little sister?
You have to be real patient with her and like always make sure she's safe and stuff. You can't just leave her on the ground because she might get into something or hurt herself. So you have to always be watching her.
So Ari, in the gender reveal video, you said you're really excited that you were having a little baby sister. What do you have to say about that now?
I think it's not that much different from if I had a baby brother right now, just because she's a baby, but we'll be able to like see the difference once she gets like older.
And you can kind of do more with her, eh?
Yeah.
Like one-on-one and stuff.
Mum, what were some of your expectations about having a baby?
I think first of all, we had all of you guys within 4.5 years. So we had 4 babies in 4.5 years. So we were really in baby mode during that time. This time around, it had been a 10-year gap between having any babies in the house. You can kind of prepare yourself a little bit, but the tiredness, just being tired a lot, not getting a good stretch of sleep during the night, all of that takes quite a toll. I just didn't adapt as quickly as maybe I would have when I was a bit younger. I think also you just forget a lot about having babies. You forget how demanding they can be. Yeah, it's just extremely tiring, especially in the first few months of having a new baby. Another thing that I expected, I guess, was that my body would bounce back a bit quicker than it did. I think because I had 4 children within 4.5 years, my body was kind of in that mode of having babies and looking after babies and having sleepless nights, so I was kind of used to it. Being over 40 now meant that recovery in general was probably a bit slower, and just not being used to having a baby in the home anymore was quite an adjustment, I think, for all of us. But it's been an awesome experience. So I guess expectations, I would just get back into the swing of having a baby in the home again and my body would bounce back a bit quicker. Reality, it's been an adjustment for all of us, including the kids, and just them being used to being older children and now having a younger child in the home who needs a lot of attention, and you have to give the baby attention first because they need to be fed, they need to be bathed, they need to be looked after. they can't do anything for themselves. So that's something that I think we've all had to just come to terms with again. It's been an awesome experience having a baby in the home again. It's been beautiful. It's been hard and challenging, but those challenges are really rewarding, and I feel really blessed that we have another baby in the home, that the pregnancy went really well and her birth went really well. Probably the best labour that I've had out of all 5 kids. Yeah.
So Dad, what were some of your expectations for having a baby?
Number one expectation was that it was going to be sleepless nights and tiring days to follow. It did come to pass, and my expectation on that side happened. Other expectations, because she had older siblings, I felt that it was going to be a very good balance, because everybody would enjoy having to help out and have their time with the baby, and the beautiful times as well as the times when the baby is kicking and screaming. Having Ariana as well as the boys to be an extra pair of hands was really great. The boys all have their own touch of affection, and I felt that all these help out to having an easier life in a way with baby. My other expectation is that I was expecting to enjoy the beautiful cuddles, smiles and affection from baby, and I totally enjoy that. What I did not expect though is the healing process that came out of having baby Kalani. In the last 4 consecutive years, I had mum passed, and then unexpectedly had my brother Levi pass as well the year after, and then Dad died last year. Having Kalani was a healing process for me. It was something that I didn't expect, but it actually came to happen.
Kalani. Hi. Hi. Come here. Come on. Come get it.
Yeah, good girl, you got it. Hey, you got it.
I love you.